What a beauty. So even though it's small, that's the first little bass of the year for me, and I'm happy with that, because that's what I wanted before I left the UK to go to the Philippines. So look guys, at the net, the big mullet. This place will be flooded with mullet in another hour or so, for sure. Good morning guys, it's Thursday the 8th of May, and this is the last time I'm going to be out. I fly tomorrow. It's a beautiful day, but I thought I'd come down and chuck a few lines in. But that's interesting. So you can see where I'm at. I'm down Brooklands, and somebody's popped down a net, a gill net. Can you see it? I guess that's for the mullet. I guess they've done that to catch the mullet, because the mullet flood here, maybe a bass or two. But yeah. And the reason I'm on this precarious type structure here is I'm going to fish the incoming tide. And what I kind of think is the reason fish come in basically is because of this. The water from Brooklands Pond. And certainly you get lots and lots of mullet, and we'll see that as the morning goes on. So I'm not sure of the time of the tide, to be honest, the high tide. We're going to fish it anyway. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to go. But yeah, that's interesting to see the net, the gill net, you know. Well, that's what that's for the mullet and maybe the odd bass that comes in. For me, I'm a line man, I'm a line fisherman, you know. I'm not into that sort of netting and what have you. But, well, it is what it is. However, listen guys, I'm going to go and I'm going to check out a bit of bait on one of these rods. We can go from there. I've also got a couple of lures down with me, so we could try a bit of lure fishing as this tide comes in. So it's only about a foot of water, but you'll still get bass in this. They'll come right in, and in really shallow water, 2-3 foot of water, they'll still come in. So let's see what happens. See you in a bit. So there you go guys, there's somebody with waders on out there, obviously spinning, using a lure for sea bass. And there's a couple of guys going out in a dinghy or an inflatable canoe, like an inflatable canoe to be honest. 2 canoes in fact. So again, maybe fishing, going out for sea bass, but it's flat cam. As I say, I've got one up, one down, and yeah, it's lugworm on this one, black lug, and I got this. So I got a little lure on there, and yeah, we're going to give that a go. So back in a bit. You can see the canoeists now. Yeah, the inflatables right out there. Yeah, so definitely trying to hit some sea bass for sure, because they are around, but for sure they're at the wind farm, the wind turbines. So yeah, but that's the problem, is getting out there. If you're far enough out, you'll definitely catch. But hence the reason I'm on this precarious platform. But I'll make sure I have plenty of time before I go back in. Fly tomorrow, I don't want to be breaking my foot again, or my ankle or anything like that. However, we'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, so the big rod, it's a 4 ounce weight, squid and lug on that one. The ugly stick, well, I brought it down to basically go lure fishing, throw this out and lure fish. It's too weedy, and I mean it's weedy. I don't know if you can see it, but there's lots of mullet round here. They're surfacing and taking whatever off the surface. And there you go, an all-weather swimmer. He's brave. I mean, it is warm today. It must be about 17 degrees. But, yeah, not for me. Too cold. And as yet, there's no mullet in the net. Let's see what happens. But I'm not going to touch that net. If you're watching this and it's yours, fair dues, you know. I mean, I've thought about it, but I was just a bit frightened, you know, fishery protection and that. I guess it's only mullet, so you'd be safe enough, I don't know. You can see the amount of weed. A lot of this stuff will be coming from the ponds. But yeah, and the canoeists are right out now. They're a fair bit out, you know. But yeah, it's all good to see. It's good. As I say, I fly tomorrow. I'm a bit jittery, a bit nervous of flying. And again, lots of stress at my work, so yeah, and this cancer, so let's see what happens. Yeah, so there we were, guys. We were on that platform there. As you see, it's coming in quite quick, and we've still got another 2 or 3 hours to high tide. But I lobbed it out from the beach, and I took in the ugly stick. It had a 4 ounce weight on it. It wasn't meant for that, you know that, I know that. But I thought, there's no way. You know, it's too weedy for lures, so yeah, we'll see if we catch anything on this anyway. Nothing but weed, guys, nothing but weed. Let's bait it up and chuck it out again. Here we go again, guys. So we've got the old famous Heinz tomato soup, or tomato soup, depending on where you live in this world. Okay, cat. A couple of rolls, because I'm starving. And my heavyweight but trusty pan, and I've got a spoon this time. So let's do this. So I had a hit earlier, but it didn't amount to anything. But it was still a hit, and we've still got another hour and a half to go until high tide. So let's see. But sincerely, I would love to get a bass before I fly tomorrow. I seriously would. So there's not a lot left in this canister of gas. Not a lot at all. Let's see if there's enough to boil a soup. I don't know. And once again with my tummy, if it's this sort of fish, it's going to be this. I'm starving. Seriously, I'm starving. Yeah, I'll give it a go anyway. Let's see. If I have to eat it cold, I will. Anyway, let's wait and see. There we go. Just minutes. Wow, that's nice now. Yeah. Let's see if I can balance this GoPro and stir it, because I do not want this to spill. I don't know if it's a Jamie Oliver thing or a Gordon Ramsay thing. I need to eat. That little gas stove though, I'm happy with it, really happy. That's been 3 or 4 excursions I've had, and it's still going strong. So yeah, it's alright. But I'll buy another canister of gas. I'm not going to chance this, like, no chance. especially if I'm going to be doing like a bacon and egg fry up sometime. Yeah, and there you go, there you have it. Stressed or no, work related stress, I'm hungry. Wow, perfect. So there we go, we got the roll. I didn't bring a pan, what do you call it, didn't bring a plate. That was interesting to see the mullet. Somebody put up it was like a woven, like, would you say a gill net? It wasn't like the normal monofilament ones that I've seen up in Scotland when they use it for the salmon. But yeah, although you can't see it, I can see them. The canoeists are still out. Probably up to their neck in bass. I heard from the fishing tackle shop that there was one of the licensed boats went out. One man, couple of rods, just on his own, out to the big transformer unit next to the wind farms there. And he hit over 200 kilos of sea bass just a few days ago. But they're attracted to the transformer because it gives off heat, and so it's still too cold for them to come into shallower waters. But they are there. But if you could get 100 yards offshore, 100 yards or so, in a canoe or what have you, 1,000,000% you'd be at the bass. Anyway, I'm making a pig's ear with this. Christ almighty, look at the state of it. But yeah, the Philippines have already ordered lures and what have you from what they call Shopee. It's kind of like that Temu, and the lures that I see for like 20 quid and that, you get them for £1 something, because they're actually made there or in Japan, which is only like an hour and a bit flight. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. As you see, the rod's still up. There's the canoes out there. And if you can just make it out, I don't know if you can, but that big thing, it looks like an oil rig, that's the actual transformer unit. But yeah. And you can see a way down there at the perch, right down in front there. Lots and lots of people on the beach green. Anyway, we'll see you in a bit. Well guys, we're going to bring it in again, change the bait if there's any on it, and chuck it out. But there's that platform we were on earlier on. So that's a good, what, 7 foot from the grid to the actual seabed. And then it should rise up that pole by about another 3 feet. I think it's a low tide, it's only going to be like a short tide, 4.5 meters, something like that. So yeah, and you can see the structure just to the right. The 2 canoes are still out bagging the bass. Right, let's bring this in, bait it up, and then send it out again. Well folks, we've had one huge knock earlier on today, other than that nothing. So I'm going to wind it in. It's only just coming up to high tide, but I have to go. As you all know, I'm flying tomorrow. And so, yeah, it's been a good day. It's been a good day. It's just a pity we didn't get anything before we left the UK. I was really hoping for a bass, but it's not meant to be. Yeah, so a huge shout out to everybody that subscribed to my channel, for all the comments, the good and the bad and the ugly. Sorry I made a mess of myself with the old tomato soup today. But what else could I tell you? Interesting to see the mullet net, the net for the mullet. Don't know if it's legal or not. Seen a couple of bait fish when I was on the platform, although there was no point of pointing them out to you because they were so small. But what else can I tell you other than yeah, keep watching. Hopefully things will shape up better when we're abroad in Asia, fishing and just do what other people do, you know, going around. Mind you, having said that, guys, I've just got another knock on this rod. I think I'll leave it for another 10 minutes. Yeah, let's wait and see. Let's just wait. What a beauty. So even though it's small, that's the first little bass of the year for me. And I'm happy with that, because that's what I wanted before I left the UK to go to the Philippines. So we're going to chuck her back. And yeah, I'm happy. And that was on lug, that was on worm. And yeah, a lot of weed out there, but at least we got a hit. We didn't blank, and let's get him back. But yeah, I'm happy with that. There you go. And he's gone. He's gone, guys. He's gone. Wow. Well, I made my day. It was tiny, but that seriously did make my day. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go now. But yeah, at least I got the bass. I'm happy. See you soon, yeah? Bye.